Peter, thank you very much for taking some time. Thank you for coming to Yinchuan. To start with, I'd like to ask you, what would be your definition of a smart city?
So my definition of a smart city is a city where you think of the city as being a platform for people to live, people for them to work, for people to be educated, for people to feel safe.
I understand you're implementing a lot of smart city initiatives in Los Angeles. Can you give me some examples of the concrete things you've got up and going?
Sure. We published, for example, Mayor Garcetti, as his third executive directive, required that all the city departments and agencies publish the data that they have inside of their systems. And they publish it over to a website called data.lacity.org. And that data represents everything from the finances of the city to the transportation system to elements of sustainability and resiliency to elements of public safety. And the data is an example, if you will, because data drives decision making and drives a lot of the services that we all consume. And so it's a simple example, but by publishing that data, it allows really everybody inside the city and outside of the city to go and add intelligence and add services on top of it. And Los Angeles is now rated the #1 open data city, if you will, or city for publishing open data in the country.
And what are some of the hot things that you're trying to address using smart city technology going forward?
The city of Los Angeles is using technology to address a number of different issues. Very famously, we're working on things like transportation and congestion. We just implemented and rolled out the first batch of body-worn cameras for police officers to wear. We're doing a tremendous amount of work around things like sustainability. California, given all of the dynamics of the state, if you will, is also a leader in sustainability. And so Los Angeles, of course, has to, participate in that really for the benefit of everybody, but also in a leadership position. And then, of course, we're also doing quite a bit of work around innovations in finance, innovations in, well, you name it.
So. And you've come to Yinchuan, and part of the reason for being here is this collaboration partnership between the city and the TM Forum. What value do you see in that, and what prompted you to come and get involved?
Well, so I've always found China to be interesting, and so when TM Forum asked if I would be willing to participate in this conference, I was interested in doing it because I think of what's happening here in China as being it's certainly an approach towards making their cities smarter. But in addition, it also gives me the ability to communicate and interact with my colleagues in Tel Aviv, in Canada, in Vancouver and Mississauga, and also in places like Miami and Atlanta.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for taking the time today and coming.
Thank you so much.